The right to vaccinate. I'm going to talk about some myths about vaccines. Number one, vaccines cause autism. The fact about that is, in a study in 1998, linked autism with the MMR vaccine. However, after much study, this study was found to be severely flawed and was later retracted by the magazine. Number two, vaccines are not necessary. Diseases that can be vaccinated against will return if vaccination programs are stopped. Despite good hygiene and sanitation efforts, many infections can spread regardless of how clean we are. And influenza is just a nuisance, and the vaccine isn't very effective. Influenza is much more than a nuisance. It is a serious disease that causes the deaths of 300 to 500,000 people each year. Some benefits of vaccines. Immunizations can save kids' lives. Vaccines are safe and effective. Immunizations protects others that you care about. Now to talk about some statistics of vaccines. Nationwide, 91.9% of 19 to 35-month-old have had their MMR shot according to the CDC's immunization survey. It is up from 2000 when 90.5% had been immunized. New concerns about vaccination rates come amid a rising number of measles cases. In 2014, there were more than 600 measles cases, the largest recorded since measles were stated as eliminated in 2000. The CDC notes that there are currently 17 states that are below the 90% mark for vaccinations among these children under 3-year-old. This is a significant marker because medical officials believe it greatly increases the chances of an outbreak when the rate dips that low. Now, the drop in vaccinations coincides with the rise of anti-vaccination movement. This source comes from blogs.wsj.com//state-by-state-how vaccinate-rates-have changed. February the 4th, 2015. Now, the percentage of children 19 to 35-month-olds receiving vaccinations for DDaP, DT, DTP, and this is diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, was 83%. Polio, with 3+ doses, was 93%. And the MMR was 1+ dose, with 92%. And this source came from the cdc.gov/NCHS//.immunize.htm. I have a couple of personal interviews. The first one being on my dad, who was diagnosed at 13 months old with polio. And after being given a grave diagnosis he was told, the doctors told his mother that he would never be able to move his legs. Well, after much work, soaking his legs in the hottest water he could stand and massaging his legs, After many months, he one day began to move his big toe. And from that point on, he was able to use a brace for many years. And we've often had these talks where he said, if he would have had the chance to get the vaccination, he would have gotten it. But at that time, when he was diagnosed with it, they didn't have it out yet. It wasn't in effect. And he still, to this day, deals with the aftermaths of having polio. He has what they call post-polio syndrome, where he gets severely weak, muscle weakness all over his body, and just is unable to move. So that is a argument for vaccinations. On the other side of that, I have had many talks with my sister-in-law who does not support vaccinations and chose not to get her children vaccinated, and feels that they give too many shots compared to what it used to be years ago, and feels that their immunity is a lot stronger than in those that have been vaccinated. Finally, my position on this is I strongly urge anybody to get vaccinated. There's always risk, but the risk outweighs getting these diseases that are deadly or severely crippling, as the example of my own father having polio. So this is my persuasive speech on the right to vaccinate. Thank you.